What's going on, guys? CynFtWProductions here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Seattle Vikings. And here we are getting towards the draft. And the lottery results are as follows. Winnipeg gets the first overall pick. Minnesota the second. They also have a later pick, the 15th. And are they not a bad team? So they just have those picks. They somehow, it looks like they made the playoffs. So those two picks that they have are not even their own. Minnesota might be scary pretty soon. All right. Okay, so let's check out the draft class before we get started here. See if there's anything here that we missed in the elite variety. That guy still was not scouted. Good job, Chubasov. Oh, here we go. An elite defenseman, late rounder, defensive defenseman. Well, most likely. All right, that might be something to pick up. CynFtWProductions, I'm excited about. This guy's an offensive defenseman. A gem, listed to go 1/16th overall. A right-handed shot, too. Not too bad. Lacks offensive consistency, though, so that's not amazing. But still listed as a gem, so we'll see. It's always worth to take a chance on. And a power forward, guaranteed lead, listed to go 1/20th overall. We should definitely have picks for all these guys if we want them. And we'll scroll down here. Check out some of the low elites. All of them, wow, four of them are all listed as gems here. Two left-handed defensemen. A two-way forward here, by the looks of it. Yeah, two-way forward. And another gem, well, another listed as a gem who might be elite. There's no guarantee, but he's looking pretty good for it. All right, not bad. So I might as well pin these guys now. And also pin some of the other elites here. We're obviously not going to have the top pick. But we'll pin these two guys. Well, three of these guys, actually. And that's pretty much it. Maybe this guy, too. We might have a chance at him. Yeah, we'll pin him as well. Another goalie. I don't really need goalies. If there's one available, I'll get him, but I'm not going to pin him, I don't think. So I think that'll be what we pin here. Again, could look for some of these guys, but less of a chance. So I'll just stick with those guys who are pinned. We don't have as many picks as we have in the past, obviously, but we still have a good chunk. And a lot of them are early second, third, and fours, so we should be able to line all these up and get them if we really want to. So that's a good thing. I've already issued some extensions here. Henrik is back. Malmstrom's back. Krebs is back. Let's see. Retired players here. I don't think we're going to have any. No, we do not. But Malkin retires. Getzlaf retires. Pavelski retires. Steen, Perron, Louis Eriksson, Hornqvist, Suter. How old was he? He almost was there for an entire contract. Bufflin retires as well. He was on Vegas. Zuccarello, Gagne. And those look like most of the main names. Johnson, Hagelin. Yeah, those are most of the main names there. How about goaltenders? Anyone else biting the dust here? Henrik Lundqvist finally goes. Age 42. Brian Elliott as well. Kari Lehtinen, Schneider, Howard, Grice. All right, so some pretty big names in the goaltender department retiring here. Good career there for King Henrik. I don't think he ever got a cup, though. Poor guy. Poor guy. Elliott, ended with a very good career stats, despite not playing that many games, but yeah. Same with Schneider. Very good end career stats there. And Hutton didn't do too bad either. All right, so that takes care of retirements. No one's becoming a scout who are retired, so that's interesting. All right, so here we go into the draft. And let's see what we're able to manage here. We have our own first, which will be 20-something overall. 23rd, all right. So 23rd overall. We have a couple seconds in here, but 23rd overall. So let's see if there's something here that would want to pick. We also might make a pretty big trade for an offensive type defenseman. That's another thing. I don't know if we make that at the draft, but if we, if we're thinking about it, okay, so 24, there's a chance of this guy being elite. If not, he's a guaranteed top 6 guy. A right-handed shot forward, we, have lacked that. Another kind of two-way guy. Good amount of points there in juniors. Lacks size and reach, but has good leadership. Looks like he has good foot speed too, even though it's not completely accurate, and could be a decent goal scorer. So we might actually want to hold on to the pick there and take a shot on that guy. Listed to go 24th. Our scout has him ranked at 27th, but he might end up being a top 6 by the looks of things. But that's still a very serviceable player, and a nice two-way forward there who can slot into the third or second line would be another good thing for us moving forward, and maybe his overall won't be too bad. We have this guy listed higher. Yet another center playmaker, though. But, wow, he does have really good... That might be an off-the-board pick we want to make, actually. But, we'll see. We do kind of are good on centers, especially with Peyton Manning making his way up. So maybe we do want the two-way forward. It makes a bit more sense for our for where we're at right now, at least. Does make a bit more sense. But while this stuff's going on here, let's browse around and see about one of those offensive defenseman type guys. Someone around the age 23, 24 would fit into our age group. This guy comping in 23, 87 overall. Well, not exact, but defensive defenseman, no. Boakfist is around here. Obviously, we know he's an offensive defenseman. Now, he didn't produce too well, so I'm not very excited about that. I don't know his overall either. He's not well scouted, so maybe not the best bet there. McAvoy's okay, but we don't need him. Don't know about this guy. Cameron Lowe, I don't know. Probably don't want to grab him back. 84 overall at 24. You know, we kind of need someone who's going to be better than that. Alfredson here, two-way defender. Decent production. Overall is not exact, but good value on him. Pecker. Defenseman. Dougie Fresh, no. Alright, so Winnipeg just picked one to Minnesota here. Hayden Fleury got pretty good, but Jake Bean didn't get as good. Genoway, offensive defenseman. Look at that production. 12 goals, 51 assists. That's pretty damn good. There's another right-handed shot. We already have Malmstrom. So I'm a little sort of hesitant about the right-handed shot here. We do have Kemppainen. Malmstrom they could switch off. We should be able to get him enough ice time, but he's on the one... Oh, he's got a 2-year extension for $5.3 million. That guy might be good there. Genoway from Chicago. He might be a pretty good thing. It looks like he produces well. Alright, no one there. Columbus. Seth Jones. Wow. Werenski. None of those guys fit really into our age grouping that we're looking for. Hiskinen, no. Detroit, nope. Edmonton, we know they got Dahlin. He would be pretty fucking good, but how the hell do we get these guys to give him up? That's a really good question. These guys are kind of a playoff contender. Doesn't make sense that they want to give up a young Rasmus Dahlin. So that's probably not even worth trying for. Ekblad wouldn't be bad. He's not that great at production. He's okay, but he's not amazing. Nothing there. Minnesota's got nothing. That guy from Chicago might be the bet. This Ennis guy, 20 years old. Don't know anything about him. He was drafted 11th overall. I don't know enough about him to really make a trade for him. I could scout him with my pro scouts if we want to take more looks at him. Hickett's here. Two-way guy didn't produce too well. We need a production guy. That's kind of what we're looking for. And the guy who really fits that slot the most so far, this guy has good production. He was a minus 14, but he put up 53 points in 80 games. Took a few penalties, though. 46 penalty minutes is a bit. Goal scorer defenseman right there. Yeah, this Friesen guy's not too bad. He has a 3-year extension at that price. Not bad. Again, Ottawa doesn't want to give him up. It makes sense. None of the teams want to give these guys up. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to really kind of make it a good trade here. Rasmus Ristolainen, very interesting. Pareko, no. That doesn't work for us. Well, I might have to hold off on it and pick with my first because I could try. There's Morgan Riley there, 30 years old. Might not be bad, but I prefer someone a bit higher up who's looking guaranteed. Now, Levy produces well, but again, Vancouver, kind of a top team. Not really wanting to give up their guys, their core guys here. Two-way guy, not great production. So that guy in Chicago is really looking like the best bet. And Winnipeg, this guy's not going to go anywhere. That's the guy they just picked. So, alright, if we were to make a trade right now, I say we go for the guy from Chicago. He should be around that 87 overall. The problem is, if he's lower than that, it might not be a good trade. Plus, he's a righty. So, I might hold off here and look around for a bit of something better, or scout that guy out a bit more. Scout the other guys out a bit more that I was looking at, too. Yeah. That might be a better idea right now. I'd love to make a trade, but it's not really. Yeah, I would like to see some growth. I would like to see some growth from Malmstrom. I would like to see what other guys turn out to be. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. We'll sim up here. It's good to know, though. We at least get an idea. That guy would have been good to get there. Wisniewski, offensive defenseman, left-handed guy. Not bad. Sharks get a defensive defenseman, Marsh. Heavy defense in the beginning here, and an elite winger playmaker for the Penguins. Alright, into the top 6s here in the top 10. Are there any more elites here that anyone missed and will be stolen here? Not by the looks of it. Doesn't look like it. There's Minnesota's real pick. Weird. How did I miss them? Well, there they were. They're going to have a tremendous draft here. And they made the playoffs, too, which is even scarier. So, anyway, that's their picks here. Let's sim up to ours. And then debate on whether or not... Ooh, Orshio, power forward. Went 21st. Not bad. So, this guy could be elite. The guy we're looking at. Oops. Did he get picked? Whoa, 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 whoa. Did he get picked? It looks like he did. Yeah. Weird. He actually got picked up earlier. Oh, it was Weeks. It was this guy, huh? Wasn't it? I feel like it was that guy. I feel like it was Ricky Weeks there. So he turned out to only be a top 6 guy. I'm pretty sure that was him. It was a two-way forward. Yeah, I'm almost positive that Weeks was the guy. So, okay. Well, we don't have that guy anymore. There's a few top 4s here, both looking like defensive defensemen. While that's okay, we could go for this guy now. Guaranteed top 6. Our scout has him ranked at 23rd, even though he's supposed to go later. He might be something that we should pick here. We don't really need... All the rest of them here are defensemen. We don't need those. We can move back a bit and get something else, but I don't really think that's necessary here. I might just go slightly off the board and grab this guy. I know we're kind of okay for the center situation, but what if Peyton Manning doesn't work out for some reason? I do like that this guy has no weaknesses, and that's exact. He has great offensive instincts, good foot speed, and good offensive creativity. If he develops well enough and quick enough, and Peyton Manning doesn't work out long term, then this guy could be the second-line center. So we're gonna grab Tony Maloney here, top 6 center, exactly scouted as our scouts have him. Well, 23rd. He's listed to go a few back, but we do not want any of those defensemen. We're fine on defensemen, so I'm okay with that pick. I like it. So now we're gonna sim up here to our next pick in the second round, 9th overall here, 42nd overall total. And we're going to sort by pinned here. 53rd. Okay, 53rd we don't want to miss out on. Alright, so 53rd and 61. That might be a bit tough. Because our next pick... 23rd as opposed to 9. That's, yeah, too late. We're on 42. It needs to only be 11 after. It needs to be the 21. So we might pick both of these guys off the board. Which seems like a good thing to do, because nothing else here is jumping out at me. That could be amazing. Sure, there's a goalie here, but we're fine on that front. I think we just pick off the board here. Grab Boyle, and then... This guy's listed as a gem, though. Ooh. Another center, though. Two-way forward? Maybe two-way forward. Listed as a gem. Low top 6, so likely this guy's going to be a low elite. So we can get 2 low elites. Who do we pass up on, then? Who's the other guy there? 61 is the right winger. Two-way forward type guy. Produced well enough. Well, we're probably going to have to pick and choose here. So again, we could pass up on the defense, but a left-handed guy, two-way D, although it doesn't look like he produces, looks like he takes penalties. But he doesn't have any weaknesses. I like leadership ability, offensive instincts, and defensive zone play. That's really good to have. Again, we don't really need defense, though. And this seems like a very defensive-heavy type draft here. I want that guy. This is an offensive defenseman. We could probably skip that defenseman. But I don't like that all those minuses. He's listed as a freaking gem, but I don't like all those minuses at all. Maybe I do pick this guy still. That's tough. Multiple offensive defensemen here, though, to be picked. Late round, though. This guy's earlier. Could be better overall. God damn, this is actually tough. But I don't like his production, and he faced not good opponents. So that's kind of telling, in my opinion, still. So I think I'd skip in and go for this guy and then the other guy. So 2 way off the board picks. But we could also pick a random one here. Don't know what the hell this guy is. But he can only, he can drop pretty low. I'd rather take the sure things here, honestly. So we could skip out on Boy. We can go for Domfus here. Another center. He's 6'5", man. He's a big boy. Some decent-ish production. He's listed as a gem, man. I don't know. I'm gonna grab him instead of the guaranteed elite. That seems a little crazy to do, but it says this guy is good everywhere. I'm so torn. You know what? I'm gonna go for the safe one. Let's go for the safe one. We just got a center. Let's go for the safe one. Low elite here in the second round. Sum up to our next pick. I want to scroll back and see what that guy was, though. You want our second for... No. I kind of need that. I want that second. Bentley was a sniper. Barrett, I don't think that was him, was it? An elite. Gallant, that goalie was elite. Was that him? I forget. Forget what the hell it was now. What was his name? The gem. Oh, there he is, Domfus. He hasn't gone yet, actually. Yeah, he hasn't gone. Okay. Well, we could get Domfus, or we could go for McDonald. Both of them listed as gems. Lacks size and lacks teammate utilization. Whereas this guy lacks teammate utilization as well. And looks injury prone and maybe not good on face-offs. Those aren't a great scouted, but good leadership, offensive instincts, and puck protection are kind of good. Ugh! This is tough. Could be a quick guy, though. Better production than this guy with the same competition. They could both have the same potential, though. And therein lies sort of the issue there. Could also go for a guaranteed... Oh, it's low top 4. Never mind. Gem, but why? Low top 4. 44 penalty minutes. These guys both took a little bit of penalties. This guy more so. Shorter guy, but... To me, this guy looks like he has a bit more of an upside. I don't mind about lack size. Teammate utilization is obviously not good, but Domfus has the same weakness while also maybe being injury prone and being bad at faceoffs. For a center, we can't have any more of that. We need our centers to be good on faceoffs. So I'm going to go for Dawson McDonald here. And damn it, he did turn out to be a low top 6. That's the risk you take. If Domfus is an elite, that'll look like an L. That's a bit unfortunate right there. But I want to see what Domfus turns out to be. Okay, he's also a low top 6. So we didn't lose either way. We still got the position we wanted, but obviously not the pick that we were looking for there. Next pick. Here's 63rd overall. Let's sort by our pins again. And find the droids we're looking for. So 63rd overall. We don't have anything here. Let's see, the next guy is 98, so let's check out our picks here. We can take a few blind picks. So 98. And we have 95. Okay, so our next pick we can get him. And then we definitely have enough picks to get all the other elites that we want. So we could take this pick blind and then get the that elite with the next pick. So, all right, that'll be the goal here. So what do we want? We can get this top 4 guy. Now it is, while it is red, this guy is listed as a gem. You know, we never know what he turns out to be. Maybe a guy in our top 4 putting up some points. He doesn't have any weaknesses. Good foot speed, good offensive instincts, and good passing ability. Looks like a solid puck mover. And he's only 17. So I think that's a solid pickup. Junior Turner from the Hamilton Bulldogs in the OHL. No one else has shown me as much of an upside. I do like he's listed as a gem too. So let's pick him up. Maybe he starts pretty well overall, pretty good overall, and that will be a great thing for us. So good offensive defenseman there. Kind of stocking up on some points from the blue line, which we will need. All right, so now we can get that guy listed to go. Oh, we have an 87th. What? How did I miss that? Well, here's another low top 6 that we can get. Oh, okay. I was skipping 87, so 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. And it's 98, right? Yeah. 94, 95. I missed both of those somehow. And when I was sorting, I don't know how I did that. Okay. Well, maybe I did something weird when I was looking at my picks. Interesting. So I can grab this guy. Sanderson, another right-handed forward, another maybe role player, not great teammate utilization or hands, but good defensive zone play, good shot blocking, good reach. Would mesh well in any locker room. You like to hear that. You want to have a good locker room chemistry. And again, don't need defensemen as much. And yet another two-way guy. Let's go for David Sanderson here. These are all potential future role players for us, which you do need. Those are very important to any team. All right. Don't want to trade these picks here. All right, so now we're at the 94th overall. Our boys come in 98th. We could pick him here, or look for something else. That's a low top 9. So this draft fell off pretty damn quick here. Pretty quick. Yeah, I don't like him. I might just pick this guy now, and then go for this guy next. That's kind of what I'm looking at, because nothing else is sparking my interest here. Doesn't look like it's a good idea to take a blind pick. A low top 9 is not what I want. So Kubis here is looking like the guy to go for. Left-handed defenseman, probably a defensive guy. Doesn't look like he's a good skater in any way, shape, or form. So trade value maybe. At least he looks like a medium elite. So that's some decent trade value to move. So there we go. Kubis, yes indeed, he was a medium elite. That's a very good pick there in the 3rd round. Obviously, will take a while to develop, but again, trade value. That's good for us. All right, so next we will take this Paris guy, and that'll be it for our 3rd round. Unless something else is coming quicker here. 116, okay, that's the offensive defenseman. 110 and 116, or sorry, 120 and 116. We're at 95 right now. 120 and 116. Let's see what we got. We have 104 and 119. Perfect. We can get both of those guys with those picks. All right. Yep, I think we take them. Let's get them. Probably another elite here, so more value. Maybe not. Maybe he's a bit lower. He didn't get any points there. So this guy's definitely looking like a pure guy. Not a good skater, but good character, work ethic, and compete level. It's good to know. So pick him up. If he's elite, that'd be great. He is indeed. So 2 medium elites in a row here in the third round. Both defensive defensemen, both not good skaters, both kind of a stay-at-home presence. But hey, you never know. Again, even if not, that's trade value. So I'm okay with it. I like it. All right, nothing else going here. So we're at 104 here. We could get a starting goaltender, or we could just go for this guy at 100. Well, he's listed as a gem. That might be a better idea. A gem goaltender. I'm kind of more tempted to go for that at 104. And then we still have, I think our, ooh, no. We only have this one. Then we have a, can't get the power forward. I want the power forward more. Let's compare these two offense. This guy lacks offensive consistency. I think I pass on him. This guy has good offensive skills but lacks skating. I think he's the better bet for an offensive defenseman. While he doesn't have as good as potential, and sometimes you just want to pick a guy because of potential. Tough call. I could get him instead of the frickin' goaltenders. We could really hedge our bets in the offensive defenseman category. This guy's a righty too, and then this guy's a lefty. That's actually kind of perfect. Yeah, I think I want to go for all of them actually, instead of going for that goaltender who's listed as a gem. We have 4 goaltenders with the potential to be a starter. We don't need goaltenders, even really for trade value at this point. So I think it's smarter to kind of look for guys like this, offensive type guys, because we discovered that it helps a lot to have that point scoring presence. We're going to lose Subban. We're not going to be able to replace it unless we make a trade. Kemppainen, unless he steps up huge, I don't see it happening. So, all right, let's grab Sundqvist, then Hornqvist, and then McDonald next. All right, so Sundqvist, pick him. Guaranteed medium elite here in the 4th round. We'll see what he turns out to be. Next up will be Hornqvist. Let's go 120. We're going to get him at 119. A medium elite power forward, left wing side now. This guy's listed as a bust. So yeah, let's get Christian Hornqvist. Playing over there in the SHL. Only played 6 games, 6 penalty minutes, no points, but was a +3. Lacks offensive consistency skating. You see that a lot in these later rounds, but good character, work ethic, and compete level. For a medium elite, that's interesting. But we'll see. Again, value is value. And we have tons of it, once again. Alright, so next pick here is 128. And now, McDonald we don't have to get yet. Nor do we have to get Cogliano yet. And we're here still in the 4th round. Alright, so that guy was... Shit, what was he? Hold on. Let me see what he's... I think it was like 140? 160? 170. Okay, so 170 is the next one. When is that pick coming up for us? Or how close is it to that? What's our closest pick to that 170? The 151st. Our next round pick. Okay. So we'll want to get that with the next one. We can wait for that 7th rounder to get the last guy. Okay. Let's make a pick then. Sort of a blind pick here, but let's just make a pick. Could go for a goaltender. Might take a chance, might get lucky. Another goaltender here with a better chance to be elite. Can only be as low as a fringe starter, so that's actually decent. Medium top 9 is also kind of good. This guy's more of a sure thing. Another left winger, 20 years old. Again, lacks skating. We can't get more guys who keep lacking skating. So I think at this point we take a random goalie. That seems like it'll make the most sense. He didn't play at all. Lacks size, good work ethic, compete level, and maturity. Small goaltender. Similar to Carey Lowe. Oh, there's also this guy who could go up to elite. Didn't play much. Good angles. Not good stick usage. Not good rebound control or 5-hole. Similar to... Why is everyone similar to Kari Lehtinen here? Zykov, are you similar to Kari Lehtinen? Similar to Ginny Jesus? Good stick usage. Again, these are all kind of for value, so the best bet is to go for this guy. He's the best looking for value that you can get. So maybe Brody Henderson turns out to be elite. He's 20 years old. And we have to scroll back because you can't see it on the last pick. No, just a starter, but hey, a starter is, some decent value. Again, maybe he turns out to be an okay backup in the future if we hold on to him, unless we ship him off in a deal. So, all right, there we have that starting goaltender there in the late 4th. And now we're at 151st. Now we'll pick the guy listed to go 170th. Which one? McDonald here, left-handed, 20 years old. So maybe he will start decent overall. If he doesn't, then he is listed as a gem, though. So perhaps he will have a good overall to him. We'll have to find that out. Grab him. Really hedging our bets here with the offensive defenseman. This is a very defensive, elite-heavy draft, I felt like. So, okay. The guy was like 134, right? And our pick was 234. And our pick was 215. Yeah, 234. We should be fine. So we could pick something here. We don't have to pick that guy off the board like that. Center, sniper, 20 years old. Maybe possibility to become elite. But he'll at least be a medium top 9, which isn't bad. Some more defensemen there, not really. Yeah, we really had defensive scouted above anything else. Another starting goaltender. Maybe another medium starter. You know what? Maybe we want to start thinking about training up a backhand. Okay, he's got no strengths and he's got a bunch of weaknesses. That's just pure trade value. I don't want that at this point. I want something sort of serviceable here. And this guy might be serviceable. Not listed as a gem. This guy could be a red elite. Low elite, whatever. Shot blocking, maturity, lacks skating, lacks offensive consistency. As a grinder, that's not as important. This guy also looks like he lacks foot speed and face-offs. Good puck protection. Nah. So either a medium top 9 or perhaps a low elite or a low top 9 or a low top 6 as a grinder. Our scouts have him ranked, well, not exactly, but fairly lower than this guy. All right, let's go for Miroslav Zednik. Yeah, top 9. All right, what's the other guy going to turn out to be? I already forgot his name. Harper? That was him, right? Was that him? I think so. So he was a low top 9. Yeah, he was. All right, so we technically got the better guy there. Even if it's just value there. Top 9 sniper. Meh, we'll see. All right, so last but not least, we had one more elite to pick up here with our 215th pick and our last of the draft. And this guy projected to be undrafted, but we're like the Sharks. We see late round potential in a lot of guys here. He's a gem. Left-handed two-way forward. No strengths and a lot of weaknesses in his skating. Good. That seems to be our theme here, but hey. You never know what he develops like, so take a chance on him. You're not going to find an amazing skater here late in the draft. That just is not going to happen. So I'm still satisfied with that. Another low elite. And there's the draft. So not a bad draft for us. A few more elites here. Some things that we could use and other things that we can use for trade value. And from here on out, we won't really be collecting many draft picks at all. Because we don't want to avoid that cheese and whatnot. So I didn't sign a couple guys because some of them were asking for... So... Tomerns and that guy. Let's see if I want both of them back. I think I want the Pro Scout back because all my Pro Scouts are really good. Yes, I want him back for sure. That guy's a B, but yeah, I like a B guy. And he's done pretty good for our Liga in our scouting for the Liga. So you know what? Let's get both these guys back. Offer him Shannon Erskine and offer Tomerns. European scouts are generally lower overall, so B is actually pretty good. So you can see Hrivic. All of our sort of European scouts are kind of down there. Besides Bobic. We got lucky with him. Anyway, I think I'm okay with re-signing those two guys. Alright, so here we are. In the RFA section here. So Subban doesn't want to come back, and he'll likely be declining here, but he's still very serviceable. Sucks to let him go. Colin White doesn't want to come back either. He was also a bit of a rental. I think we should have someone filling in his role so we are okay to sort of let him go. So Brizgalov, he was wanting a weird like $6 million deal. Okay, now that's a bit better. Yeah, this makes a bit more sense here. I might give him a 2-year. Math. Let's see, 85, or 0.85, no, 0.15 plus 0.15, 345, okay. Right there we can get him for 2 years at that price. That's a solid extension for Brizgalov, a bit of a bridge. Riley Nash, I don't think we're getting back. I think we're going to turn it all over to young guys. So the captain departs. He wants the extension, but the captain departs here. DiPietro, you should want a bit less than you did at one point. Not really. But this guy was very, very serviceable. So I'll give him a 3-year, I think. And I'm going to have to do math on this one because it's not an even number. 3 point. That's a very weird number that he's saying right there. So 325 we can get him for 3 years. That's solid. That's a solid top 6 deal at this point. And even if he jumps up, that's still a good contract. So I'm going to get him for that. He was very, very good for us. Nyquist, that's Gustav. Release him. Honka, he was asking for like $4 million. That better change. Okay, yeah, there you go. He actually wants a 2-way deal. You know what? A bridge contract for him? Yes, because I'm not too sure if he will be in my NHL this year again. There's no guarantee, so that's actually perfect for Honka. Vagiholi, 77 at 24. Listed as depth now. I'll sign him, just a small bridge deal. He actually wants a real deal, but I can keep in the AHL, and he won't have to clear waivers. So we can do that. Alright, Kruger. He's been very serviceable as depth for us. I would kind of like to have him for one more year. He is 34, but I still would like him to have him for another year. We'll give him 1 by 1. He's a good defensive depth guy. Henman here, that was the guy we signed for a bunch of money. Don't need him. Alright, 73 at 20 years old is great. And he had himself pretty damn good season there. And he's got good offensive stats. So let's get him. Get him under contract. 70 at 20, another left winger here, but a right-handed shot. That's good. A sniper. Not too strong. The awareness, passing's good. The shot's good. He's only 70 overall. So this guy is solid. Let's see. These guys we could all decide to sign later if we need to. 67 at 21. LeBlanc here. 2-way forward. He's got good defense. He does have good defense. And he put up a hell of a lot of points right there. He's an older guy. But that's a hell of a lot of points. So I'm signing him anyway. Have a lot of good guys for our AHL here. 66 at 20, another center. Grinder. You know what? I like this guy because he's only 66, but he's got 76, 81, and 81 for his defensive stats and high discipline. He's a 7th round pick, but this guy could easily turn into a nice role player for us. So definitely get him. Let's see what else. The other guys we don't need to decide on yet. There's some we will probably sign because I don't want to have that thing happening of too many unsigned guys here. So if there's a guy looking to be serviceable like Tucker here, this guy's, medium top 6. This guy is very, well, he's only 19. Where is he from? Canada, so he might be juniors, but I might sign him anyway. Let's see. All right, so 69 at 20. I could probably sign this guy because he could play now AHL, and I want my AHL to be kind of more controlled. And look at those points. Yeah, I think we signed him. Leach may have another year. So let's sign this guy, actually. I don't have to wait on him. I think I'll want to sign him and play my AHL. He's 20 years old. So definitely sign him. Tucker, I don't know. He might not be eligible for AHL. This guy, he's got another year. He's only 63 overall. Yet another center playmaker with not a great awareness. So hold off on those guys. And yeah, we're nowhere close to having too many unsigned guys. So that's good. All right, goaltenders. Aaron Dell, not going to get him back, obviously. But we will probably be having to choose and make a trade here in this year. Because Mikola Warner, Maybe we can continue to play both of them. I got them both on 1-year deals. Warner had an extra year. I just extended McCullough to 1 year. He wanted 2, but I wanted to line up these 2 guys. So if at some point we want to trade one, if we want to try out this guy, if one of them's not doing good, if Warner has another bad performance, then obviously I'm not going to, play him as much or at all and trade him. But let's release Dell. He was just another rental. And this guy will keep off. Lynch should take another year. Again, this guy might be our true number 1, but for the time being, McCullough and Warner are very serviceable. If they don't get up as high, their value is obviously going to drop off, but I don't really care. We have plenty of value in other areas. Ward will still have good enough value. See how he grows. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We have a lot of good goaltending prospects, and it's all about finding the right one now. We need to find the right one who will make our team really good. So before we release Subban and White, let's advance a day. Kruger rejected, okay. Varlamov accepted. DiPietro rejected. Vagiholi he rejected. But everyone else accepted, okay. Let's look at DiPietro and Vagiholi again. Maybe DiPietro wasn't happy with his ice time, but you know what? You came in, you did great. Maybe I tried to undercut him too much. I changed his years. I don't want to give him 4 years. I'm going to give him 2 years only, and then not take as much of a discount for him. 3.25 for 2 years. That's a bit better for him anyway. There you go. If he doesn't sign for that, it's a bit weird. I definitely want Kruger back. He was very good. So Vagiholi, he might just go mill flat on a one-way contract. I tried to undercut him a bit. I changed the years. You can't really undercut him that much when you're changing the years. I do want Kruger back. He's still incredibly serviceable. We have money to spend, so let's give him that for a year. He should sign for that. I don't see a universe where he declines that. I could be wrong. I don't see it happening, though. Alright, we got Erskine. Oh, that's our scout. I was like, what? And we got Tomerns, whatever. Kruger still rejected. DiPietro accepted. Vagiholi, he accepted. Well, we can afford to pay Kruger. We have so much money left. We could actually still get back Subban if we really wanted to. If we can't make that trade, but we might want to still. Yeah, it's really dependent on what kind of growth we get. If Pete jumps up and has another production year like he did, then I won't be too upset about everything. Because he had a damn good production year last year. Oh, never mind. Not as good as it was. Never mind. That wasn't that good. Kemppainen, though, needs to find some production. If he doesn't get a nice jump to his offensive awareness and a jump in his overall, he is only 21, so that is the plus side of him. He's a decent skater. Not amazing defensively. 82 awareness. Not a great shot. So maybe that's part of the problem here. We'll see. Again, we'll see. We still got another 2 years on his entry level. Yeah, we're like gonna let Subban go. He doesn't want to sign. I know we need to spend money, but we could do that in other ways. Colin White might be good to get. But also Peyton Manning. He should be ready for second line time. I kind of say that a bit questioningly, but 82 at 20, I mean, he didn't have a bad year. His plus minus was in the toilet, but he's got great offensive stats, a great offensive skill set, and he's not bad defensively. He's not that strong of a skater. That's the only issue with him. But he could be a very serviceable second liner. So yeah, Colin White doesn't want to re-sign. I say we release him. Alright, well, let's get you back, Kruger. We can afford anything. Alright. So that's that, and I think that was it. Yeah, we have some pretty big contracts now, but on the lower end of things, we don't have many of those middle contracts yet. A lot of those guys we think are coming up. So Heischer, Henrik, Boyle are all signed for actually really good deals. Same with Karpovtsev. Malmstrom is on a nice, a little bit of a bridge deal. Pete's got an extra year left. We have a few guys on 2 years. We'll definitely be getting higher cap very soon. So yeah, that was it. Everyone else is unsigned here. So yeah, maybe there is something in free agency that we could use. You never know. So alright, let's sim to free agency here. Well, advance today, make sure we get back Kruger. There we go. Now he accepted. Alright, so we're all good on that front. Let's sim to free agency. You see our contracts will start to fill up. We're now north of 40 contracts. Okay, and the free agency pool has for us Barzal. So we did drop the free agency anyway. That is a hefty contract. Someone is actually interested in that. Wow. That is crazy. That makes Tavares blush. That contract, though. Kucherov, Strome, Ekman Larson. You know what? That would save us from having to make a trade. He could spot fill for a couple years. I mean, that might be something we want to do. No teams are interested in him. He wants a 6-year contract. That's not happening. What happens if I bump it down? You know what? That's still kind of affordable, especially for us. That's very affordable, especially if you only get him for 2 years. We're not even going to be close to hitting that. We can get him 10 mil for 2 years. And he just won the freaking Norris. Oliver Ekman-Larsson just won the Norris, and he dropped the free agency. Hell, I mean, maybe we do go for that. We might have a bit of a... what's it called? God damn! No, I can't think of the word. Controversies when it comes to our defense. We might have a lot of, like, may have a guy listed for top 4 playing in the top 6, but we could mitigate that with some extra ice time here and there. I don't know. If we have a guy who could put up those kind of points there, and we're not comfortable making a trade for one of the younger guys yet, maybe we want to see if our system guys can develop again, or maybe we skip on that and make a trade for one of those guys who are around the 23, 24 area. So that I will leave to you guys. Should we go for Ekman-Larsson, or should we make a trade for a guy that we think we could use for a very long time who fits in with our age grouping? Or would another veteran on the point back there help, especially one who's coming off likely a Norris win? Speaking of which, let's check the official awards before we sign off here. Stanley Cup went to the Calgary Flames. Oops. Presidents went to New York. Clarence S. Campbell, obviously Calgary Flames, and New York won the Prince of Wales, so they made it to the Stanley Cup but lost. And Henrik wasn't there anymore. Art Ross went to Tarasenko. Hart Memorial went to Sagan. Ekman-Larsson got the Norris. Yep, so Norris is now a free agent. That's crazy. The Norris winner's a free agent. Lady Byng went to Sagan. Second year running, 3 times in the past 5 years. Calder Memorial went to Dunham. So they didn't give it to Sadikov. Are you fucking kidding me? That's stupid. They should give it to goalies. That guy only had, 56 points? And Sadikov is likely going to win... that's so stupid. Ned Jelkovic won the Conn Smythe. Yeah, Sadikov, he wins the Vezina, but he doesn't win the Calder? That logic, though. EA logic. He also won the William M. Jennings. Jesus Christ. Wow. Bill Masterton went to Brendan Dillon. That's 2 times in the past 3 years. Selke went to McDavid. Yeah, I thought it would. So there we go. And Ted Lindsay, Sagan, and Ovechkin gets the Maurice Richard 2 years running at age 37 and 38. Calm the hell down, Ovechkin. My gosh. That is crazy. Okay, guys, so I leave this to you. Do we sign Oliver Ekman-Larsson, or do we make a trade for a defenseman who's more within our realm of age grouping and someone we could kind of fit into our core? That's my idea. I'm not too sure. I'm torn on it. On the one hand, Ekman-Larsson, we know what he can do. We just saw him put up that amount of points. Imagine what he could do matched up with our first line all the time. And we might do some mixing and matching. We might try Henrik on the first line here and Karpovtsev back on the second. You know, we have a lot of different options. So I will leave that to you guys. And in the next one, we'll start getting that free agency taken care of. But yeah, this is interesting times here in Seattle. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow. And you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.